My auto rotate on my screen was actually off, and when I was trying to do the YouTube live, it wouldn't work. I've done that before, y'all. I accidentally hit it somehow. So I apologize about that. I had to turn the auto rotate back on because I do these videos horizontally, not vertically. And if that's turned off, it messes it up. So my video will not go live. So here we are, y'all. Happy Tuesday to you. I hope everybody's doing well. So I want to welcome y'all to the Daily Reader podcast on the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work that help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here daily at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for content and podcast episodes. All right. Get a good stretch in, y'all. Y'all can see my shirt here. This is actually a ancient Hawaiian prayer and conflict resolution that I learned about a while back from Dr. Hugh Lin. Y'all can research him. I think it's spelled Hewlen. But look up, it's pronounced Ho'oponopono. Look it up when you can. But it says, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you." It's very interesting. Look at that story. It's actually said to the divine. It's about taking 100% responsibility for our lives and everything in our lives. That's really what it boils down to. But it's like a clearing process or releasing process. To be able to release anything that's going on in our reality that we really don't. I don't know if it's more about just accepting what's in our reality, but also releasing and clearing the negative things in our reality as well to help with that. So it could be things, events, circumstances, also emotions. Doing right now, and just get somewhere you can be safe and comfortable for the next few minutes. For our relaxation portion podcast, I'm gonna go ahead and light our candle here. Get ready to get us started here. I think she might be running out of juice. Maybe. There it went, but maybe getting a little low there on lighter fluid. Now give me 1 second, I'll be back. Alright, so if it's comfortable for you and you're in a safe place of doing so, you can go ahead and close your eyes. Just take some slow, deep breaths, breathing in your nose and out your mouth this morning. Focus on the breath today. Focus on the in-breath, the coldness when you breathe in and the warmth as you breathe out. Also how it makes you feel when you breathe in and when you breathe out. And with each breath, just feel the body becoming more and more relaxed. As you breathe, just make sure you're expanding your focus on your stomach. You can put your hand on your stomach. Feel your stomach expand. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel it expand and also contract. Can you breathe in? Just notice your thoughts if they go to the future. Just notice it, and then bring your thoughts back to the present moment, focusing on the breath. Same thing with the past. If you notice yourself thinking about the past, regretting the past, just be aware of it. Don't judge it. Bring the attention back from your thoughts to the breath. Is the September the 16th, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and do, in just a minute, I'm going to do the full serenity prayer. Before I do that, we're going to do one more final breath, the relaxation portion. So go ahead and take it in deep as you can, breathing in your nose. Then on the exhale, blow it out audibly, releasing any other tension you might be holding in the body that hasn't released. And prayer. God, grant me the serenity, accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace, taking as he did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever and ever in the next. Y'all drinking any tea or anything this morning? Cheers. hydrate y'all. Water. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some more light on. Turn the projector sound down before we start our reading here in just a moment, okay? Here we are. Rules were meaningless in my addict family. I couldn't count on them because they changed. I had an 11 p.m. curfew. Some nights I'd come home early and my mother would rage at me for making her wait up. Other nights I would call to let her know I'd be late and she would yell at me for waking her up. Still other nights I could come home hours late and no one would notice. No one seemed to notice that my mother also had a problem with addiction, drugs or alcohol. When I came into Al-Anon, I viewed the traditions the same as the rules in my addict family. They were meaningless, so I ignored them. However, I was drawn to groups that stuck to the traditions. At those meetings, I felt an extra measure of safety and solidity. It took me a while to see the value of the traditions. I needed to establish myself in steps 1 through 3 and get a sponsor. As I began to gain some clarity, I started to notice and appreciate how the meetings were different from my earlier addictive environment. Consistency and structure replaced chaos and erratic behavior. Somehow I found it easier to heal when I knew what to expect. I had more energy for recovery when I didn't have to spend it trying to make sense out of turmoil. Wherever I attended Al-Anon, I know I'll find the same suggested welcome and closing: the 12 steps, conference-approved literature, unconditional love, and respect. This stability and structure is possible only when groups adhere voluntarily to the suggested traditions. Thought for the day: thanks to traditions, I have more energy for recovery because I don't get depleted from coping with inconsistency. Now I think the 12 traditions are just as important to me as the 12 steps. And that's from the book Alateen, A Day at a Time, page 318. Oh, I like this, y'all. It's actually proven that the body likes consistency, regularity as far as the schedule goes. And that's what I find. It's actually what I find from speaking about this here, the steps. I don't know as much about the traditions, so we'll focus more on the steps. But the 12 steps as a whole. Okay, we'll talk a little bit about that as a whole. But we have in the 12 steps, there's different slogans that we have, like live and let live. It means live your life and let other people live their life. There's a lot of things, y'all, like that. I mean, there's tons of them, right? There's let go and let God. To me, that's consistency, and it, like, if I apply it and I keep it in my head, then when I run into problems in my life, I can just go back to that, right? It's really consistent, just like clockwork. I can go to my tools. You can call them slogans, you can call them tools, whatever you want, whatever's whatever's best for you, whatever resonates for you. But to me, the meetings have a structure as well. Everything is structured, and that's another thing I really like, because a lot of my childhood, y'all, was chaotic. Uh, Living with an alcoholic stepdad, a really chaotic environment. I had rules, and I don't think the rules really fluctuated too much. I think the rules stayed pretty consistent. So unlike this person here, they had rules that would just go all over the place, right? Change, and really didn't make sense, right? It's the way that happened. There's a rule, but then the rule can be broken. With me though, growing up, it was pretty. I grew up in a fairly strict household, mostly a Christian household, which was good until the alcoholic stepdad came in, and some childhood sexual abuse and manipulation I had for over a year that I lived in. But otherwise, it was pretty well established, the rules, and I did my best to follow those rules. And I think I'm better off. Honestly, I think I'm probably a better off person these days because of that, right? So yeah, helped me. I think it really did help me a lot. And the same thing with the steps, right? There's certain rules, there's traditions, there's the steps, and it's what we follow, right? And I think the more I follow that, y'all, the better my life really gets. But it has to be. I am kind of pretty rigid about it, right? Because to me, it really does help to be like that. I guess it's just because, man, I don't know, maybe it's because of a lot of my childhood stuff, and also the body doesn't like change a whole lot, right? It likes more consistency, regular schedules, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But there may be some cons, right? Sometimes change is challenging. So yeah, powerful stuff, y'all. Mentions the chaos and erratic behavior. Yeah, that was definitely a lot of my childhood was living with an alcoholic stepdad. It's pretty crazy, honestly. All right, y'all. We'll go ahead. I think we're going to wrap this up. Lord. Appreciate everyone that made it on here. Thanks again for being here. Thanks again for honoring yourself with your self-care, as I do with mine. So really appreciate that, y'all. You should also appreciate it. If you're comfortable with it, hey, you know what? Give yourself a pat on the back. Just give yourself a pat on the back. Half of life's about showing up, y'all. So if you're showing up for these videos, I promise you're going to get some stuff out of them. As I do, right? I pretty much get something out of about the reading I read. There might be one or two here and there that I don't really get much out of, but for the most part, I get something out of our readings that I can apply to my life to make my life better on a regular basis. But it's about what my sponsor told me: staying in the conversation. I have to continuously stay in this every single day. I have to do my reading. If I don't do my reading every day, then I notice my life can come from going really well to start to kind of drop off a little bit. So that's been my experience with it. So it's good to have those regularly established habits that really help me to be more present in my life and to live a better life as well. So all right, y'all, let's go ahead and blow our candle out here, wrap things up. Y'all go out there and make it a great day. Got a really busy day myself, a lot going on, so I'm getting prepared to be leaving on Saturday morning. I'm heading down to North Florida for not really a retreat, it's actually an intensive, so it's probably going to be quite challenging, but it's going to be good as well. It's going to have some fun too, but it's going to be about deepening my inner work and continuing to grow. Be as good of a person as I can be, right? Be a better person for myself as well as y'all. So like I mentioned all the time, y'all, this YouTube channel is y'all's as much as it is mine. And as always, y'all, Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Same time. Peace and love.